Have you ever looked back on your life and thought, if only I knew this sooner? Moments where a single piece of wisdom could have changed everything: your choices, your relationships, your path. Life has a way of teaching us lessons, but too often, they come too late. Today, we are diving into 5 hard truths about life that most people learn when the clock's already ticking. These are not just lessons, they are wake-up calls. Stick around, because by the end, you will see the world and your place in it a little differently. Let's begin. Picture this: you are standing at a crossroads. One path is familiar, comfortable, but it leads you to the same dead end. The other? It's unknown, maybe even scary, but it promises growth. Most of us choose the familiar and regret it years later. Why? Because life does not wait for you to figure it out. These 5 truths will show you why embracing the uncomfortable now can save you from a lifetime of what-ifs. Let's dive into the first truth. Truth number 1. Time is your most valuable currency and you are spending it every second. Unlike money, you can't earn more time. Once it's gone forever, yet most of us treat it like it's infinite. We scroll, procrastinate, or stay stuck in jobs we hate, thinking, I will figure it out later. But here is the hard truth: later often becomes never. When you are young, time feels like an ocean, vast, endless. In your 20s, you think, I have got decades to chase my dreams. By your 30s, you are busier, but still, there is time. Then one day, you are 50, looking back, wondering where it all went. Studies show we overestimate how much time we have left. The average person spends 26 years sleeping, 11 years on screens, and 5 years on chores. That leaves shockingly little for what truly matters. Let me tell you about Sarah. At 35, she was stuck in a dead-end job, dreaming of starting a bakery. Next year, she would say, but next year became 10 years. At 45, she finally opened her shop, but her health was failing, and her kids were grown. She told me, I wish I had started sooner. I thought I had time. Don't be Sarah. Time is not a promise, it's a loan. So why do we squander time? Psychology points to 2 culprits: fear and distraction. Fear of failure keeps us from taking risks, like Sarah's fear of leaving her stable job. Distraction, meanwhile, is the modern thief. The average person checks their phone 144 times a day. That's hours lost to notifications, not dreams. Dopamine hits from social media trick your brain into thinking you are productive, but you are just busy. Here is a question: if you had 1 year left, what would you do differently? Write that down. Most people say they would quit their job, travel, or tell someone they love them, yet we rarely act until it's too late. The truth is, you are spending time on what's urgent, not what's important. Hey, race the good news. You can reclaim your time starting today. First, prioritize ruthlessly. Use the Eisenhower matrix. Google it. Sort tasks into urgent, important, or neither. Focus on what aligns with your goals. Second, set boundaries. Say no to time suckers, endless meetings, toxic people, or mindless scrolling. Try a 24-hour phone detox. It's life-changing. Third, invest time in what compounds learning. Relationships, health. An hour spent exercising now saves years of hospital visits later. Let's go back to Sarah. After her wake-up call, she started small, baking at night, taking online courses. It was not easy, but she built her dream. You don't need to quit your job today, but take one step. What's one thing you can do this week to honor your time? Comment below. Let's hold each other accountable. Truth number 2, you can't please everyone. No matter how kind, smart, or successful you are, someone will criticize you. Trying to make everyone happy is a trap that drains your energy and dilutes your identity. The sooner you accept this, the freer you will be. Meet James, a 30-year-old graphic designer. He was everyone's go-to guy, helping coworkers, saying yes to every favor, tweaking his designs to fit every client's whim. He thought it made him likable, but inside, he was exhausted, resentful, and losing his creative spark. People-pleasing seems noble, but it's a losing game. Psychology calls it the approval addiction. Studies show chronic people-pleasers have higher stress and lower self-esteem. Why? Because you are outsourcing your worth to others' opinions. The hard truth is, not everyone will like you, and that's okay. The real risk isn't failing, it's staying stagnant. Think about it. What's one failure that taught you something huge? For me, it was bombing a public speech. Humiliating? Yes. But it forced me to practice, and now I'm here, talking to you. Failure builds resilience, if you let it. So how do you break free? First, define your values. What do you stand for? Write down 3 non-negotiables, maybe honesty, creativity, or family. Let these guide your decisions, not others' expectations. Second, practice saying no. Start small, decline a low-priority invite. It's liberating. Third, accept that criticism is inevitable. Even legends like Einstein faced haters. James learned this the hard way. He started setting boundaries, focusing on clients who valued his vision. Some left, but his best work and happiness came from those who stayed. You don't need everyone's approval, you need the right people's respect. Who's one person you are trying too hard to please? Share in the comments. Truth number 3, failure is inevitable and necessary. No one escapes it, not the billionaire, not the artist, not you. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not avoiding failure, it's learning from it. Embrace failure, and it becomes your greatest teacher. Let's talk about Emma, a college grad with a dream to start a tech company. She had a killer app idea but never launched it. Why? She was terrified of failing, of looking stupid, losing money, or proving her doubters right. Sound familiar? Fear of failure is universal. Studies show 33% of people avoid risks due to fear of setbacks. But here is the truth. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of it. Every innovator, Steve Jobs, J.K. Rowling, failed spectacularly before winning. Avoiding failure means avoiding growth. Why does failure sting so much? It's tied to ego. We tie our worth to outcomes, so a flop feels personal. But failure is just feedback. It shows what does not work, paving the way for what does. Thomas Edison failed 1,000 times before the light bulb. Each flop was a lesson. The real risk isn't failing, it's staying stagnant. Think about it. What's one failure that taught you something huge? For me, it was bombing a public speech. Humiliating? Yes. But it forced me to practice, and now I'm here, talking to you. Failure builds resilience, if you let it. Here's how to fail forward. First, reframe failure as data. Didn't get the job? That's intel on what to improve. Second, take calculated risks. Start small, launch a side hustle, pitch an idea. Third, debrief after every setback. Ask, what worked? What did not? What's next? Emma finally launched her app. It flopped initially, but user feedback led to a pivot. Today, her app has 10,000 downloads. Failure residentiary feedback led to a pivot. Today, her app has 10,000 downloads. Failure was not her end, it was her start. Your next failure could be your breakthrough. What's one risk you are scared to take? Drop it in the comments, let's cheer each other on. Truth number 4, happiness is an inside job. We chase money, status, or the perfect partner, thinking, that will make me happy. Spoiler, It won't. External winds fade. True happiness comes from within. The sooner you learn this, the less you'll chase what doesn't matter. Meet Lisa, a lawyer who had it all: six-figure salary, luxury car, dream apartment, yet she was miserable. She thought the next promotion would fix it. It did not. Sound familiar? Society sells us the happiness myth. Get the degree, the job, the house, and you will be set. But studies show external achievements only boost happiness temporarily. Psychologists call it the hedonic treadmill. You run toward goals, but the finish line keeps moving. Lisa's story is common. Chasing external validation left her empty. Why don't external wins satisfy? Because happiness is not a destination, it's a state. Your brain adapts to new circumstances. Psychologists call it hedonic adaptation. That new car? Thrilling for a month, then it's just a car. Plus, we compare ourselves to others. Social media makes it worse, showing curated lives that are not real. The truth is, happiness stems from internal factors: gratitude, purpose, connection. Ask yourself, when were you last truly happy? Chances are, it was not about stuff. It was a moment, a feeling, a connection. So how do you build happiness from within? First, practice gratitude. Write down 3 things daily that you are thankful for. It rewires your brain. Second, find meaning. Volunteer, create, or help someone. It's more fulfilling than a paycheck. Third, nurture relationships. One deep conversation beats 1,000 likes. Lisa quit her high-flying job to teach yoga and spend time with family. Her income dropped, but her joy soared. Happiness is not about having more. It's about needing less. Try this. Tonight, write down one thing that made you smile today. Share it in the comments. Let's spread some joy. Truth number 5. You are your own worst enemy. Your doubts, excuses, and negative self-talk hold you back more than any external obstacle. The good news? You can also be your greatest ally. Change your mind, and you change your life. Meet Alex, a talented writer who never published. Why? His inner voice said, "You are not good enough. No one will care." We all have that voice, the inner critic. It's louder than any hater. Studies show 80% of our thoughts are negative, and most are self-directed. That's thousands of daily jabs at your confidence. The hard truth? No one limits you more than you. External barriers exist, but your mindset decides whether they stop you. Alex's fear of rejection kept his stories locked away until he faced his worst enemy, himself. Why do we sabotage ourselves? It's rooted in survival. Your brain avoids risk to keep you safe, so it amplifies doubts, adds societal pressure, perfectionism, comparison, and it's a recipe for paralysis. Procrastination, overthinking, even self-criticism are just your brain's misguided attempts to protect you. But they don't, they trap you. Hey, race a question. What's one thing you would do if you believed in yourself 100%? That dream is not crazy, your doubts are. The truth is, you are capable of more than you let yourself believe. Here is how to become your own ally. First, challenge your thoughts. When you think, "I am not good enough," ask, "Says who? What's the evidence?" Second, take action despite fear. Write that book, apply for that job. Imperfect action beats perfect inaction. Third, reframe your self-talk. Instead of "I can't," say, "I am learning." Alex started small, sharing one story online. The feedback was not all glowing, but it fueled him. Today, he has published, with fans worldwide. You are not your thoughts, you are what you do. Try this. Write down one limiting belief and one action to defy it. Share it in the comments. Let's rewrite our stories. There you have it, 5 hard truths about life. Time is your currency. You can't please everyone. Failure is necessary. Happiness is an inside job. And you are your own worst enemy. These are not just lessons. They are tools to live better. Starting now, reflect on this. Which truth hit you hardest? What's one step you will take today? Drop it in the comments. Let's inspire each other. If this video resonated, hit that like button, subscribe to the Wisdom Tooth, and ring the bell for more. Life is too short for regrets. Let's make every moment count. Until next time, keep seeking wisdom.